Well, hi, and welcome back again to my channel, Also Victoria, where I'm going to go over what sold in the third week of May. So this would be from May, didn't mark it down, from anyway, from the May 16th to May 22nd. Okay, so let me get started with I had sold 14 items, and my gross for that was $672.20. My net profit was $515.54. My fees were $133.52. And my cost of goods was $13.14. So let's continue. So the first thing on the 16th in my Cameron D collectibles shop, I sold this pink crochet pillow trim. I believe it was a pillow trim because it was circular, and I sold that for $10. And I had picked that up at an estate sale here in Ashland for $1. And so that might have been a breakdown on the bulk buying of everything I bought. And I count up all the items, and then I divide how much it cost by all the items I bought, and I came out with $1. So it cost me $1 for these pink crocheted. They're hand crocheted. Somebody decorated their pillows back in the day. So I picked those up in 2018, and I listed them actually July of 2018, and they sold in May. And then on eBay, I sold these Wrangler white boys jeans for $13.50. They were new with tags, and I paid $1.40 at a yard sale at the coast in Bandon when we were traveling up the coast. I picked them up in 2019. I listed them in May 12th of this year, and they sold 5 days later. So somebody got a good price for these, and they were clean. There was no stains on them, I think, because they were new with tags. So they were a nice set. And then on the 17th, also on the 17th, so that was on the 17th, and also on the 17th on my Etsy and my collectible shop, I sold this brass bowl from India, and I sold it for $22, and I paid $1 for it. And I picked this up at the Habitat for Humanity in Sisters, Oregon. That's over in eastern Oregon in the high desert. And I picked that up in November of 2020, and I listed it in December of 2020. So it took a few months to sell, 5 months to sell. And also on the 15th, in my Oso Victoria vintage clothing shop, I sold this Spirit white men's jacket. I don't even know if you say just Spirit or E-Spirit. I don't know. Sold it for $45. Cost me 25 cents at the Humane Society over in Brookings on the coast. I picked it up in March of this year. So outside of that store, they have a rack, everything 25 cents. And actually, it should have cost me 20 cents because they give a senior discount. So, anyway, I sold it for $45. I listed it in May 29th of this year. So, it took just a couple of weeks to sell. So, that was good. And good profit on that. Over on Etsy, in my Also Victoria shop, I sold this bundle, 2 items. I sold the 60s Bright Floral top, had a bark cloth texture to it for $38. Don't know where I got it or when I picked it up. I did list it in May of this year, 25th. And then I also sold these 1950s Cobby shoes, the leather pumps, for $24. So the total sale was $62. And I did pick those up. It's called the Second Chance Thrift Store in Grants Pass, which is a thrift store 25 miles from 35 miles south of me off the I-5 there. And I paid $1 for those. I think they were doing $1 pump day sale, and I had listed those in 2010 because it was in 2010. Yay! Oh, 11 years later, then I sold them. So the fees, the Etsy fees on those, having listed them over, I didn't list them every single time. And now I just have automatic listing on Etsy. So after the 3 months or something, the listing expires. I do an automatic renewal, so I don't even have to think about it. So anyways, $5.50 to have them listed on Etsy for 10 years. That's not bad, really. But like I said, I didn't list them every single time the listings expired. But there you go. Anyway, that total sale of that bundle was $62. So, and then on the 18th, also in the same shop, I sold this Ivory Gauze Boho blouse. I'm not sure this one was new with tags. I didn't write it down because I have a couple of these that are new with tags, being they're dead stock. So I sold it for $45. No, this wasn't, because this was given to me by my daughter, so this is not a dead stock item. It was a used item, but it was vintage, yeah. And so I listed it in May of 15th, and it sold 3 days later on the 18th for $45. And then on the 19th, in my Poshmark closet, I sold this Anthropologie penny boots, Lucky Penny boots. They're from Anthropologie originally. I sold them for $60. That might have been with an offer sent to me. And those were given to me by my son when he gave me a whole bunch of clothes. He piled a bunch of clothes in my living room that he had from his house. Anyway, in 2020, and I listed these January of this year. And then also on the 19th, in my also vintage store, I sold this ivory cutout Shigan, I don't know how to pronounce that, Chinese jacket for $42. And I've had this, so this came from my house, so I had this, I didn't remember if I got it maybe for myself at some point, but anyway, I've had it for quite a while, but I listed it in April of this year, and it sold on the 19th of May. And then also on the 19th, in the same shop, I sold this 80s dark blue maxi Sharon Anthony dress for $51. And I did pick this up at the Goodwill for $4.49 back in 2018. So amazing how the prices even changed from the 2018 to 2021. What is that, 3 years? 4 years? Anyway, dresses are no longer $4.49. So let's see. I listed it May 18th in 2018. So it took several years for this to sell in my Etsy shop. And also on the 19th in my Poshmark shop, I sold this Kate Spade handbag. Finally, I had so many likers. I did so many offers to likers on this. And I sold it for $76. I think that was when I was doing a sale in my Poshmark closet. And I lowered the price 20% or whatever. And so this was given to me by my son-in-law in 2019. And I had listed it in November of 2019. So it had been listed in Poshmark for quite a while, with so many offers and so many offers to likers. And on the 20th, in eBay, I sold this 1980s Judith sequin dress. It was a larger size. I think it was an extra large or 2X or something size for $175. I don't know where I picked it up, and I don't know how long I got it. I'm thinking I probably picked it up at an estate sale, but that was before I was keeping track of all my inventory. So it could have been a long time ago, could have been more recent. I don't know. And I listed it in October of last year. So my profit on that was $155, which was pretty good. And then on the 21st on Poshmark, I sold this Hint of Blush black off-shoulder blouse for $10. I may have done that on this during the sale in Poshmark. It was given to me by my daughter, so there's no cost of goods there. And let's see, I listed it in September of 2019. So it was in my Poshmark closet for a while. And the last item was on eBay. So on the 22nd on eBay, I sold this Visitors men's blue Hawaiian shirt. Nice quality shirt. Very nice silk shirt. I believe this one was silk. I sold it for $19. Cost me $4 at the Humane Society over on the coast, and I had picked it up in March of this year. And I don't know when I listed it. I didn't mark when I listed it. Probably didn't even put that down in my listing. Sometimes I forget. But if I picked it up in March of this year, that means I listed it sometime in between the beginning of April to May, middle of May. So anyway, so it sold for $19. I'm not sure if it was an offer to me. I may have had it listed for 24, and then they offered me 19 and I accepted it. So my profit on that was $11.93. So I sold the 14 items in 3 of my shops. Okay, so let me break that down into the shops. So the 14 items I sold in the 4 shops. So in my Etsy Oso Victoria Vintage Clothing Accessory shop, I sold 5 items for a total of $221. And in my Etsy Cameron D, where I sell collectibles, I sold 2 items for a total of $32. And in my Poshmark Oso Victoria, I sold 3 items for a total of $146. And in my eBay, I sold 3 items for a total of $226.50. And that doesn't count. I actually made a little more in eBay because of the fees. So not the fees, but because of the shipping. So the buyer paid maybe a few cents up to $1, maybe even if that, more in shipping than what I paid. So, okay, so that's the total of 14 items. I hope you enjoyed that. And until the next video where I do the 3rd week and the 4th week and on and on and on and on. And all my what solds is in the playlist, all of my what solds. Okay, thanks for watching. And until next time, bye.